Zeno Education Society, redefining excellence.
Okay, so welcome to our micro project of electronic engineering materials. The topic of our project is to collect the data for biofuel project erection. This project is presented by Atharva Joshi and Shivam Suryavanshi from Division H of Branch Electronics and Telecommunication, and this project is guided by Professor Rupali Mehtra Madam. So let me introduce this topic. Also known as agrofuel, mainly derived from biomass or bio-waste. These fuels can be used for any purposes, but the main use of which they have to be bought is in the transportation sector. The most important feature of biomass is that they are renewable sources of energy, unlike other natural resources like coal, petroleum, and even nuclear fuel. So today the use of biofuels has been expanded throughout the globe. Some of the major producers and users of biogases are Asia, Europe, and America. There are several factors that decide the balance between biofuel and fossil fuel use around the world. Those factors are cost, availability, and food supply. There is only so much land fit for farming in the world, and growing biofuels necessarily detracts from the process of growing food. As the population grows, our demands for both energy and food grow. At this point, we do not have enough land to grow both enough biofuel and enough food to meet both needs. So, firstly, what is biofuel? Biofuel, aka agrofuel, any fuel whose energy is obtained through a process of biological carbon fixation. So, what is carbon fixation? A chemistry process that converts carbon dioxide into a hydrocarbon molecule, a source of energy that would be found in a living organism. If this process occurs in living organism, it is referred to as biological carbon fixation. Okay, so why is it renewable? Okay, so biofuels are produced from biomass or bio waste, which can be replenished year after through sustainable farming practices. Biomass and biofuel are renewable. Fossil fuels require millions of years to form. Fossil fuels are not renewable, so classification of biofuels. So biofuels are classified into three generations. So the first generation of biofuels are also called conventional biofuels. They are made from things like sugar, starch, or vegetable oil. Note that these are all food products. Any biofuel made from a feedstock that can also be consumed as a human food is considered a first generation biofuel. Okay, it is important to note that the structure of a biofuel itself does not change between generations, but rather the source from which the fuel is derived changes. First generation biofuels suffer from the same problems, including threatening the food chain, increasing carbon emissions when planted outside traditional agricultural settings, and intense growth requirements. Ultimately, first generation biofuels have given away to second and third generation fuels. Though they will continue to provide biofuel for the foreseeable future, their importance is waning, and new better alternatives are being developed. Okay, so we will see the second generation biofuels. In second generation biofuels are produced from a sustainable feedstock. The sustainability of a feedstock is defined by its availability, its impact on greenhouse gas emissions, its impact on land use, and by its potential to threaten the food supply. To qualify as a second generation, a feedstock must not be suitable for human consumption and should grow on a marginal non-agricultural land, should not require a great amount of water or fertilizer. Certain food products can become second generation fuels when they are no longer useful for consumption. Waste vegetable oil of second generation feedstock. Virgin vegetable oil is of first generation feedstock. So second generation biofuels are also referred to as advanced biofuels. Okay, and now we will see the third generation biofuels. Unofficial category reserved for biofuels derived from algae. Previously algae were considered second generation biofuels. However, when it became apparent that algae are capable of much higher yields with lower resources inputs than other feedstock, many suggested that they will be moved to their own category. Okay, so algae based biofuels require a unique production mechanism and potentially offer solutions to mitigate most of the drawbacks of first and second generation biofuels. Okay, so these were the three generations of biofuels we saw, okay, so we have finished with the presentation. So thank you for watching our presentation.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.